everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I am going live today because I told you that I would tell you the Fly Girl story. And so I wanted to do that today because I have Fly Girl on and it reminded me that I needed to tell you the story. So just sit back and listen for a minute, and I hope you join me live. I know I'm doing this spur of the moment. So if you don't come on, that's fine because I know you'll watch it later. So the Fly Girl story is kind of fun and kind of cool. And actually it's all about wowing. And it's a great wowing story that goes from the moment I open my mouth to an amazing thing that happens because I actually just opened my mouth and told somebody what I had. So this is the story. So I was flying on Virgin America and I was flying to an event. And of course I always have my testers with me on the plane. And I happened to have blue-red because we didn't have Fly Girl yet. So I always carried blue-red with me because that is what Christina Aguilera wears, and it's such an easy color to talk about because we have celebrity attached to it. So hi Judy, hey Sherry, hi Kristen, I'm glad you're all on. So what happened was I got on the plane, and I always try to get on the plane as soon as I can. And then I put my stuff down. I always do this. Anybody that flies with me knows this. I put my stuff down and I immediately go into the bathroom before everybody starts to really fill up the plane because I'm always afraid that I'm going to get stuck or turbulence or something and not be able to go potty. So I always do that. So I went to the back of the plane. Hi Vera. Hi Raquel. So I went to the back of the plane, and the flight attendant had the bathroom door open, but she was standing in the bathroom, leaning over, and she was putting red lipstick on. Now, I didn't know it at the time, but Virgin America requires their flight attendants to either wear a red lipstick or a nude lipstick because it goes with their uniforms, which are red. So I said to her, if you had my lipstick on, you wouldn't have to be doing that right now. And she's like, what lipstick are you talking about? And I said, LipSense, have you heard of it? And I rubbed my hand and I said, look, and we even have a red that would go really well with your uniforms, and it's not going to get on your teeth, and it's going to last you throughout your flight, throughout your day. You're going to look great. You don't have to pull out your mirror and check to see if you've got lipstick everywhere, and it's not going to bleed or feather. And I went like this, and I didn't have blue red on, but I just did that with whatever color. I think I had Kiss for a Cause or something on that day. And she's like, oh my God, I need that stuff. And I said, yeah, you do. And I actually have it with me as a tester. So after you get everybody settled in the flight, I'm sitting in row 21. So come and get me and I will let you try it on, and you can wear it for the rest of the day and see what you think. So that's exactly what she did. After she got everybody's drinks and passed out snacks and everybody was kind of settled in, she came and got me. And she said, okay, come back to the back of the plane. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Audra. Nice to have you on. So I went to the back of the plane. I brought my testers. And of course, I bring always with me my little mini tester kit. And it has in it witch hazel and cotton pads and glossy gloss samples and a little mirror and applicators. And I had blue red with me as one of my testers. So I had her clean her lips off really good. And I told her how to put the LipSense on and watched her do it and said, no, press harder, press and glide, go in one direction. I told her all that stuff. Well, as I was doing that, another flight attendant from the front of the plane came in to the back, and she said, what are you girls doing? And she goes, you have to try this. So then she wanted to try it on. So then I put it on her as well. And then they called the other flight attendant that was up at the front of the plane and had her come back. So I had all three flight attendants that I put blue red on that day. So after I put it on them, they were like, oh my gosh. The one girl was super cute and super friendly. And she goes, oh my gosh, you know what? This would be perfect for our beauty expo. And I said, what beauty expo? And she said, we have a beauty expo every year where the corporation puts on an event for us, and it's kind of like a fun time. The people that are in charge of uniforms are always there, and they always have extra uniforms you can buy, and they show the new uniforms that are coming and the new scarves you can buy, and they always have a hairdresser, and they usually have somebody that's doing like threading of eyebrows or something, and they've got maybe somebody else that's doing jewelry or whatever. One year when I went there was a lady that was selling nylons that were super sturdy for people that fly in the air, that are like really good for their legs, but they look really good and they don't snag. So she was going to be there. And so anyway, she said, you need to be there because everybody needs this lipstick. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll be there. So tell me when it is. She goes, next week. I'm like, next week? Where is it? In LA. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure if I can get to LA. She goes, no problem. Let me talk to corporation and I'll get back to you, but we'll fly you in. I'm like, okay, so that's good. So that's what I did. I changed all my schedule so that I could go in, and they flew me I lived in Las Vegas. They flew me down to Los Angeles because I could not drive there in time to get there in time. So I flew down there. I brought all my stuff with me. They ushered me into the secure area where the Virgin America people were. It's sort of behind the scenes, kind of like our back office is kind of behind the scenes. And they had lunch, they had breakfast. I was there all day, and I just demoed the whole day to all the flight attendants as they came in from different areas of the country and the world into the LAX hub. And then they would come into the back of the airport, so to speak, to the Virgin America area, and they would have resting time. They would be able to check their emails. They would be able to eat something. They would be able to just kick up their feet and rest or whatever. And when was this? I have to look and see when. I'm looking right now to see, but it was in 2014. Because I have a poster from it, and this is the poster that they ended up making once we had Fly Girl available. So anyway, so that day at the LAX airport, they said, we have 3 other expos around the country and we want you to go. So they flew me to JFK, they flew me to, where else was it that I went? Gosh darn, I can't think now. Dallas, maybe? And then also, they had one in Las Vegas. So I lived there, so I could just pack up my car and go down there. So that was all within the first 2 weeks of me meeting these people. And so then the girl that was the VIP or vice president, I don't even know what her title was, of the uniform department, said to me, it would be so cool if we could have a red lip color, your stuff, that matched our new uniforms that are coming out. I said, that's a great idea. I'll call the owner of the company and find out. So that's what I did. Yes, I did this all by myself. Yes, I did. So I called Joni and I told her what happened, and I said, they're asking if we can do a red lip color. And she goes, well, what's it look like? And I said, it's kind of like a classic pinup girl red. And she goes, oh, we don't have that. And I said, no, we don't. And I said, and I already have a name for it. And she goes, what? And I said, Fly Girl. She goes, I love it. Let's do it. So I contacted the uniform department at Virgin America, and they said, we love it. We're going to do a launch, and you can launch it right here at LAX. So SeneGence, when we got it made, it had to go back and forth between me. They would send me some pictures of some colors, and they sent me some tubes of some colors that they thought would work. So I finally approved Fly Girl. And once I approved the color, then it went into production. And as soon as it was done, I flew down to LA, and the corporate people came in and they did pictures and they did a whole launch of Fly Girl. And this is when they came up with this printed material. By the way, this is in the back office. You can get it. This is the Fly Girl original flyer that SeneGence came up with. And it says, Fly Girl. She's a fly girl. She jet sets to exotic destinations all over the world and looks fabulous doing it. She is the epitome of classic style and beauty with an adventuresome edge. She may be going a million miles a minute, but her makeup isn't going anywhere. Her signature lip color is a rich, deep cherry with a matte finish that won't budge, allowing her to soar to new heights of bold, long-lasting beauty. Fly Girl, LipSense. So anyway, I love it. Oh, I love story time too. I'm so glad you're on, Marissa. So I just want to turn you around because I want to show you a picture. I pulled it up on my computer so you can see it. Let me turn it around. And that is the actual day that I launched Fly Girl at the LAX airport. And then of course all the flight attendants, I gotta put my phone back on my thing. Okay, hopefully it stays. It sometimes falls off. Okay, so it was so fun. It was so fun. So then for several years, they did this beauty expo thing and they asked me to come. So then I had a friend who was a corporate person at Allegiant Air. And because of this, I got to go in and teach the Allegiant Air flight attendants about our makeup and how it stays on. And of course, they all bought Fly Girl because Fly Girl is kind of like a duh. Every flight attendant needs to have Fly Girl. So everywhere I fly, I always carry Fly Girl as one of my tester colors, because as soon as a flight attendant hears the name is Fly Girl, they have to have it. And it's a gorgeous, beautiful red. It makes your teeth white. It is classic. It speaks of class. It's a pinup girl red kind of. And so that's the story. So the reason why I think it's so important for you to know is, first of all, your upline queen, your first queen of the company, Jeri Taylor-Swade, is the one that invented and formulated Fly Girl and came up with the name. And it's also cool because now you know a story. So now you can tell the story. And then what happened was, one of our flight attendant distributors from Virgin Australia, who I met at a leaders retreat or a crown princess retreat, maybe seminar, I can't remember where. I love her. Her name is Jodi Bray. She took Fly Girl to the corporate office down in Australia for Virgin Australia, and it's their main color that all the flight attendants wear down there. Now, what's the moral of this story? Open your mouth. Do I always tell you? Open your mouth and tell people what you have. Tell people what you do. Tell people what it can do for them. Just like I said to that flight attendant, if you use my lipstick, you wouldn't have to be doing this all day long. She wanted to know about it because she wanted to save time. She didn't like putting lipstick on that smeared all day long, but she was made to wear it because she had to wear red lipstick. And so she was so happy when I told her. So, hey, hi Franca. Hi Annette. Hi Alberta. You love Fly Girl? Well, I'm glad you do. I do too. I don't wear it that often because I don't wear red lipstick that often. But I'm doing a live video today for another team. So I thought I would wear Fly Girl. And so I'm like, I'm going to do this video for you girls because it's important that you know where Fly Girl came from. It's important for you to know how it was formulated so that you will be able to tell a story, because facts tell, but stories sell. God bless you guys. Love you. Talk to you later.